Welcome back, everyone. Going into the third hour here. I believe we're going to do some character creation.
Yeah, let's make Baron's replacement, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you thinking, Dan, for your new character?
I'm thinking variant human, light cleric.
Yeah, you know.
Low cleric, and I still have some fire damage because we're kind of lacking in spells, so I kind of could fill in both roles.
That sounds good. Cool. Yeah, and then with the human, you're gonna take a feat for your
feat.
thing. Okay, cool. So I guess the choice to be made is, do you want to roll your stats or do you want to take the array?
I
Look,
you feeling lucky?
I'll take the array because my luck today is not very good.
Are you? I really want to tell you to roll, but you do what you want to do, man.
I mean, the roll can go very well. It can also go super.
It could go really bad too.
Yeah.
I think I'll take the array just to be safe.
Hey, Zafir, you're gonna not be alone in the not being able to see in the dark.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have the light cantrip so that we can see.
There you go. All right. So human, you're gonna go ahead and take a feat. I already assigned you another character sheet in Roll20. Your character's name is a bunch of question marks.
Oh, there it is.
So you can use that sheet to generate your new character. And let me see. Okay, so you'll pick 2 of your ability scores to increase by 1, and then you'll get a proficiency in 1 skill of your choice, and then 1 feat. So that's good. Okay. So let's have you can array your stats as you like.
Okay, the 15 will go into wisdom.
Do you want to bump that up to 16 with your human bonus?
Yep.
I figured.
Bumping that up to 16. The 14 will be Constitution.
Okay.
And then the 13 will be Dexterity, but I'll bump that to 14.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is the kind of character where if you wanted to, like at second level, you could multi-class into like Wizard if you want to do more range stuff, or you could multi-class into Paladin if you wanted to like tank it up more too.
And then the 12 will be Strength.
Okay.
The 10 will be Intellect, and the 8 will be Charisma. Not my strong suit.
Cool. Okay. And then as a cleric, you're going to have 8 plus your con modifier. I'm going to actually pull up your sheet so I can look at it. 8 plus your con modifier in hit points, but we can, I guess, wait to do that until you've got more of your stuff sorted out. Do you know already what you want your human proficiency to be, or do you want to do that after you pick your background and all that stuff?
I could pick a skill to be proficient in.
Yeah. But actually, you know what? Let's leave it, because if you do it now, you might find that you pick it up as part of your background or your class. So you'll choose. You get to pick 2 from history, insight, medicine, persuasion, or religion.
Medicine for sure.
Okay. I like the suggestion that you name your character Hairn Billstern.
I just read that as well. Hairn Billstern.
Hairn.
The Billsterns were the enemies of the hills.
Right, they hated each other. The Hillsterns and the Billsterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We come from the burrows.
Yeah. What's the opposite of a hill? A ditch, I guess.
Yeah, we're the ditch dwarfs.
Ditch
I
clan.
think the other one will be a religion. That'll be
All right. Medicine and religion. Okay.
religion.
Cool. And then you're proficient in light and medium armor and shields, which again, you can record that in your little other proficiencies and languages box.
Armor.
Okay. And then you get proficiency in all simple weapons. And the sheet's already got you for your saves. Good. Okay, cool. Come back and do your equipment later. So as a light domain, let's talk about what god you would worship. So some options, just looking at my list of gods for light, because light is about, let's see, Gods of light promote the ideals of rebirth and renewal, truth, vigilance, and beauty, often using the symbol of the sun. So the sun, obviously, is a real clear and obvious one there. So the sun is a symbol of enlightenment, vitality, and assurance. It's about like it's a card of confidence. It's a pretty like lawful good kind of god, right? The sun is about bringing light into darkness. You could also go with the star. The star is hope and inspiration. So less kind of like bright and blazing, and more like inspiring when times are dark. And then vis-a-vis like beauty and rebirth, I think the lovers is one. So their priesthood is about like they do all like the wedding ceremonies, and they like mediate. They're kind of like mediators.
I think I'm gonna praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
I
it.
got that one.
All right. 420 praise it. So cool. All right. So you're a follower of the sun. And that means that you'll get Burning Hands and Fairy Fire as your first level light domain spells. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fairy Fire is
really good.
Yeah.
Fairy Fire is super good, especially for like Velemir, right? Because you can light up targets and then Velemir can nuke them down. And then Burning Hands, you'd have AoE, right? So when you got 4 kobolds chewing on your face.
Yeah. I'm going to say hi to those kobolds.
Yep. And then, you get your bonus cantrip at first level of light. And at first level, you can interpose divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you're attacked by a creature within 30 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on that attack roll. You can use it a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier between long rests. That's really good.
Yeah, that will good defensive thing.
So people try to attack you. They come running up to attack you, and you're just like, no, the sun is in your eyes. And like, God.
Too bright.
Awesome. Attacking into the headlights. And then you'll get an AoE at level 2 that's like your like burns all hostile creatures within 30 feet of you with the radiance of the dawn. Cool. And then you never fought another shadow again. Cool. Okay. So light powers. That's really good. A good place to start. Do you know what background you want to have come from?
Let's see.
Because Baron was an acolyte, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the most fitting for a cleric. Just go acolyte again.
Sure. Okay. So you'll gain proficiency in insight and religion. And you get you can speak any 2 languages of your choice.
I already chose religion before. I'll go ahead and pick one of the other ones.
Yeah, pick one of the other ones from cleric. Yeah.
Let's go history.
Okay. Cool. So you'll get insight and religion there. What 2 languages do you want to speak?
Let's go Dwarvish and Elvish.
Dwarvish. What?
Okay. So you can speak the language of the dwarves, and you can speak the strange tongue of the elves. So that'll be interesting because that's a hard language to learn. To figure out where you figured that out from. Cool. Okay. So as an acolyte, you'll get a holy symbol. You get a prayer book or wheel, 5 sticks of incense. You'll get your priestly vestments, common clothes, and a belt pouch containing 15 pieces of gold. And you get the class feature, Shelter of the Faithful, which is what allows you to receive free healing and care at a temple, shrine, or other established presence of your faith, and ties to other gods that are friends with yours. Cool. So for your class, you also get some other equipment. I'll read it off here for chat's sake, but you can just drag it from the compendium to fill out your sheet. But you'll get a mace or warhammer if you're proficient, which you're not, so a mace. Scale mail, leather armor, or chainmail, depending on your armor proficiency. Light crossbow and 20 bolts, or any simple weapon. A priest pack or explorer pack, and then a shield and a holy symbol. So you'll get all that cool stuff. Do you know which of the 5 alignments you want to be?
What were the 5 again?
I will give you a quick review. Let me just grab my.
The character is very arrogant and,
Yeah,
and
awesome.
snooty. Like, what do you think would be the best for that?
Fire maybe. Let's take a quick look here. So, the alternate alignments, are fire, Tejas, which is associated with anger, passion, lust, desire, protection, and strength. There's air or Vayu, which is thought, mental power, travel, intellect, abstract thinking, and teaching. There's water or Apas, which is associated with emotions, dreams, compassion, love, sadness, healing, and rest. There's earth, which is Prithivi, and it's associated with stability, prosperity, money, food, home, strength of the home, like stability, grounding, and protection.
Fire, definitely.
Yeah, I'm thinking fire.
It's with light as well, and like personality of the character.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Good. So you'll be fire aligned. So now you got a buddy, and then when you meet with the characters, we'll draw cards to bond you to them. And I think other than just like filling in the details on your sheet, I think we're good to go. Obviously, you'll need a name. It's been pointed out that Bairn was the group treasurer. So Zafira and Velimir.
We gotta get that money back.
You gotta get that money. What was your HP, Dan? 10?
For my current character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Because your con's +2, so
8
it's
plus
10.
2, yeah, so 10 hit
And your
points.
AC?
You want to wear the heaviest armor you can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's chainmail and a shield. Well, actually, let's talk about your feat. So, do you know what feat you want to take as a variant human?
I think Warcaster.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it didn't modify your armor class. So, Warcaster, for those of you who don't have a player's handbook in your hand, you have advantage on Constitution saves to maintain your concentration on a spell when you take a damage. You can perform the somatic components of spells even if your hands are full, like with a weapon or a shield. And when a hostile creature's movement provokes an opportunity attack, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at them instead of making an opportunity attack. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So your armor class is going to be your chainmail and your shield plus your dex bonus. So I'll just drop those in for you. JP, I'll let you know what it is.
I can only do medium armor as a light cleric.
Okay. What's the other armor that you can wear then? That you get for free?
Scale, leather, or chainmail.
Probably want scale.
Is scale light? I think you might end up with leather. Let's take a look. Scale mail
is medium.
Medium, yeah. So it's gonna be scale mail for you.
Oh, so what is that? It's 16 AC then, considering it's +2 of Dex,
Let's see, scale mail and a shield.
or probably 17.
His armor class is it's 18.
Oh, it's 18. Okay.
Perfect.
Yep. Scale +2 for the shield, +2 for dex. So same AC as before. Later armor. Cool.
And what is your subrace of human?
Oh, he's just a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then whenever you want to float a name to me, you let me know. You can just type it in chat, and we can reveal it later.
Sure. Yeah, and then you and I can talk about how your character is drawn to this situation.
I think I have a good idea.
Yeah, I think it shouldn't be too hard to figure that out.
He's gonna come back and we'll be like, "Go! Just don't even. You don't want to be here."
It's the purifying light of the sun.
You
Come
don't
to
want
burn
none
away
of
the
this.
Shit's all fucked. This is Velamir's voice now.
evil. I've come to join you in town. No, don't do it. Just go, man. Just wherever you came from, go ye back to there, because this shit's all fucked up. Yeah, and so for Chad, who's asking, new characters start at level 1.
Yeah.
I mean, we're level 2.
Yeah.
So what's that? If Dan was to die, now would be a good time to do it.
I mean,
I'll be honest. Part of me wanted to die. So
Not
that way I
too
can
far
come back
behind.
as a
Do we
character
need
with
to-
better AC.
Do we need to get you some professional help, Max? I feel like it's just a game, man. It's okay.
I want to die, Adam, every week.
I don't want to live anymore. Yep. Harsh stuff. Cool. Okay, so we'll let you finish figuring out the details of your character. Meanwhile, back in the fictional universe of Court of Swords, what's the plan, everybody? What's going on?
When we last left off, and the knight is sitting there talking to us, right?
Yeah, he wants to know what your plan is and whether it's time to attempt to fix the problem or burn the city down.
I guess I'm motioning. Velimir motions to Zafira, just like come a little closer, just so we can talk. Not really, not being rude to the sergeant or the captain, right? Commander.
Yeah.
You can still hear, but just
Yeah, I turned. One moment. I turned over to Velimir.
So the city is doomed, we think, yes? I do not know what we can do. There's only two of us. Baron is gone. We need to go back and, one, make sure another one of those abominations are not made. And two, try to get our gold, otherwise what help are we? We will not last very long. We are magistrates, but I can only go so far on these travels.
I agree. The issue that I see is that the commander does not have control of his town. That is to say, people do not listen. If people would just have come to the ceremony, none of this would have occurred. If I find that boy, I'm chopping off his hands. He will never steal again.
And I will not stop you.
I don't know what to do. We need to go back. I agree with you there. Maybe that's where we start. Take a handful
This
of
is our first
guards.
course of action. We must be stealthy, quiet as possible. I do not think we will encounter the shades. They will probably have moved on. However, a creature is probably still there.
Do you wish to go alone and not take guards?
I don't know. Realistically, there may be more deaths if they come with us. And they may be loud.
That creature followed me for some time, so I assume they will just go and find another host.
We can have the guards follow us for a time. But maybe stay back so we have somewhere to fall back to.
Yes, that works for me. I think we turn around and say, we need to go collect our friend's body. I would like to commandeer several men to join us. You need to control your city and have your people listen to you. If it wasn't for this boy deciding to go into this part of town and perhaps try to gain something extra in life, none of this would have occurred.
Yeah, I think he kind of like gives you a steely look that says, I want to argue with you, but I'm not going to because there's more important shit to do right now.
Right.
And yeah,
Strength doesn't return unless you do a long rest, right?
correct. Yeah. Oh, no, you're
No,
strength.
it's short,
Your
it's short,
strength
yeah.
comes back on a short rest. Yeah, you took a short rest, so you're back.
Hell yeah! I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Let's go into a battle with 11 strength.
Yeah. I have not regained my strength, so.
No, it's true.
I got mine.
And I lost 4 too. I lost a crazy fucking amount.
I lost 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost 4 right there. Okay.
I'm just glad I got some decent health back from that hit die.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I turn to the knight and say, will you give us 4 or 5 men? I cannot say they will not face a fight, but we will try to keep them out of harm's way. We're
Yeah,
only
nothing
wanting to collect our
fight.
friend's body.
He says, I don't wish to argue with you, magistrate, but do you think that's wise? Is it worth recovering his body over evacuating the town, if that's what we need to do, or hunting these creatures down? I mean no disrespect to the magistrate and his memory, but it seems a fool's errand, especially if you suspect shades to be about.
We magistrates have a way of dealing with the dead. It must happen. I'm sure you understand.
Moreover, If we leave him there while you are evacuating your town, we have certainly made it possible for another shade to come. These creatures are fast. If we can limit their numbers, we will do so.
He still has that, like, I don't agree with you, but it's a chain of command, so he nods.
I respect you, Commander, but you are outranked here.
He says, my goal is to protect the king and queen.
Then you do that.
He nods. He says, I'll have some men assigned to you. When you return from finding your friend's body, I presume we can have the discussion that needs to be had?
Absolutely.
Has Sergeant Tien returned with the boy?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good time for her to come back. So there's a knock on the door, and the other guard that's here opens it, and Tien comes in. She's got this kid by like scruff of the neck, like pushes him into the room, and he's obviously like frightened, and it looks like he wants to say something but doesn't know what to say. And she looks at you and she says, so I found him. The son of a goat was trying to slip away. Do you think he's responsible for? And she looks around like, I don't know, all this like bad stuff. I want a scapegoat. Like, just can we just? Is it his fault? Should we get him? And she like pushes him towards the table, and he staggers a little bit.
The boy is not responsible for the fall of this city, perhaps, but he is responsible for my friend's life. We would not have gone to this building to save his friend if it was not for him. What were you doing there, boy? He
looks up at you, and he shakes his head, and he says, I didn't want to go. Everyone said to go to the funeral, and that's what I wanted to do, but he wouldn't listen, and he didn't want to go alone in case there were guards. I said all the guards would be at the funeral. He didn't listen. He wanted to stay. He said there'd be nobody watching over any of it. I didn't know. The guards said that they were all gone, that it was safe.
I stare very concerned at Velimir and turn and say, 5 minutes ago, I wanted your hands gone. But now, I think upon Baron, and I think how he would handle this situation. You have lost a friend, and so have I. There's nothing else that needs to occur. Never ever steal again, and follow your orders.
He nods.
Velimir walks up
fervently,
stares right into his face, and said,
I told you if you lied to me, you would suffer. I want to inflict pain upon you, but none of us will benefit if I do this. If I ever see you stealing again, I will kill you where you stand.
Yeah, and the kid is just like shaking his head up and down. He's like, of course, by temperance, I swear it.
Do you have someone that looks after you? A mother, a father?
He shakes his head. He says, no, I lived with my uncle, but he was killed by bandits some weeks ago.
You serve the city now. Tien, this boy is under your control.
and then as the
Tien looks over him at you like, seriously?
as
Babysit this piece of shit?
as the boy is starting to be like motioned away or whatever by Tien, probably.
Yeah, Tien like grabs him and pulls him.
I grab his arm.
Yeah.
I say, you will remember this day.
And I put out my dagger and just make a long mark all across his arm.
Okay.
Not to like cause real bad damage, but to make a
Yeah,
scar.
sure. Yeah, he shouts in pain and like grabs his arm, and Tien like yanks him, and she's like, "Shut up, boy. You're lucky that's the worst you get," and like pushes him towards the door. And and the two of them leave.
I look at the commander and say, we are leaving. We will return soon. And then figure out what to do with this city.
Okay. All right. So the two of you leave, and when you go outside, there's like a half dozen guards waiting there for your command. They all look confused, like they don't really know what they're doing or why they're here, but ready to do whatever it is that you order them to do.
If we look at, like, if I'm looking the guards up and down, do they seem like, what do I see? I guess do any of them seem like really tired? Do they seem scared?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, they're part of the town militia. They are men and women who have grown up on on farms. They've grown up doing like manual labor for the most part, and they're not soldiers, right? They're just guards. They're people who've been trained to fight by the commander, and they have some degree of skill, but they're certainly not soldiers. Certainly not like any you've ever commanded before, Zafira.
Right.
So it's a question of preparedness in combat, right? They might not have ever fought anyone before. Like this town has only recently started having like bandit problems.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, idea for this is for them to follow us if we need them to fall back to an area, so that way if the shades come and follow us, we have somewhat number advantage.
Yeah, sure.
We're just trying to stealth in there. I mean, so I guess that's.
Well, I mean, Velimir, like keeping a group of like armored guards quiet, like stealth is not going to be an option with this group.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're going to walk them up to like a bit of ways from the house. So if we do take, if we flee, then we can go back into some sort of reinforcements rather than just going into nothingness.
I think I open up the door, and after like looking at all of them and seeing that they're militiamen and all that, I'll speak and say, many of you have never fought before. We do not intend to get you in your first fight. The plan is to get in eyes distance of the house. Myself and Velimir will go in. If there is a fight, we will bring them back to you and easily dispatch them. If we are overwhelmed, you have full authority to run.
Yeah, one of the guards says, she's like, sir, I've heard rumors the town has been infected by devils. Is this true? Are we going to fight servants of the Mara this night?
If there were devils, this town would have fallen long ago. These are simply kind of look at Velimir. Maybe see if he has a way to
look at Vel. There's a moment the two of you look at each other and there's this thought like, shit, this is Baron's job.
Yeah.
Velimir just looks at them frankly. Shitty evil creatures.
Right, SECs, standard stuff. Yeah, I think they kind of like look at each other like uncertainly. And they know what their duty is. They can't say no to a magistrate even if they wanted to. So
Velimir's looking at the soldiers and like, answer me honestly. Are you scared?
The girl that was speaking before nods. She says, "Of course, magistrate."
Good.
You should be.
Fear keeps you alive. It heightens your senses. Look around at your town. It is falling apart. I'll be honest with you. It might not be saved. But if you guys can do anything to be remembered for your town, fight right now when you're needed.
One of the other guards, like an older guy, kind of like interrupts, and he's like, "The town can't be saved. I have a wife. I have children. We have to get them out.
Yes.
Well, what are we doing here?"
The commander. You have faith in your commander.
And I think they start to like talk to each other, and like you get lost in the thing. Like someone else is like, "My cousin, his leg is broken. He can't run."
Your voice down, or I will kill you right now. You will kill us all.
So they go quiet.
What I'm telling you right now is not to disturb your insides and figure out what you need to do. You need to focus. If you panic, you're dead. That is it. We are past the point of return. I am telling you this right now, and I'm leveling with you, so that way you understand the gravity of the situation. Do you wish to die?
And they all kind of like gone quiet and don't know what to say.
You
Most
are
of them
guards,
like aren't looking
you are
at you.
soldiers. So act like them. You want your family to be safe? They will not be if you fail right now. Is this understood?
Yeah, there's some like mumblings, like there's like a yes sir or two. They're all afraid to make eye contact with you.
Do your jobs. Use fear to your advantage. Keep your senses heightened, and you will live. Stay focused, and you're alive. Lose this focus, and you are dead. It is as simple as that.
I think I start to walk off and say, if you need to know when to run, just look at Velimir. And I just like keep walking off as I say that.
Take inspiration, Max, for that. That was good.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So they've kind of all like they're following and they're frightened, but they're doing what they're told. So you've got them under control. So the two of you and your 6 guards, how are you getting to the house? Are you just going to go straight there? Are you going to try to like take the back alleys?
I kind of know the back alley route or route,
Yeah.
so maybe we go that way.
I remember it took you like almost an hour to get there by alleys and what have you.
Wasn't he also like stopped for 10 minutes for a while there? Or
Yeah, that's what I mean. Almost an hour if you.
How much time has passed?
Total since you fled, I would say like just over 2 hours.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, you took a short rest and we met and stuff.
We may be encountering Baron's shade. We are rolling for stealth.
Not gonna help you.
All right, stealth, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna take the slower route. And at what point do you ablate your troops? How far away do you want to be before you go just Velimir and Zephyra?
Probably like 100 feet out.
Yeah, 100 feet, 150 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
Probably 100.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you leave them behind. You get within 100 feet of the house, and then the two of you want to sneak up to it.
Yeah.
All right. Make a stealth roll.
I already did, and it's a 23.
Hot damn, it is. Zephyra, can you make one too?
Yep. Let me shut down Photoshop real quick. And come on, mouse. 7. Fantastic.
Good. All right. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. Good work.
It's fine.
Okay. So the two of you approach the house. You get within a little ways of the outside, and it appears much as it was when you left it. The dead body, the lantern still lit. Maybe a little extra blood splattered around for good measure, but for the most part, yeah, nothing surprising from the outside.
Velimir strains his ears just to see if he can hear the munching or something of the shuffling of that withered corpse or whatever it was.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Perception is there.
Okay, you got a 10. Yeah, I think from this distance, can't really hear much. The distant sound of the river, and the house itself is quiet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I look at Velimir and say, perhaps you should go first.
I will. I am stealthier. I will be quiet.
The other question is, perhaps we should go from a window or somewhere else besides the front door. We could peer in, look at the area where Baron fell before entering.
This is wise. I agree. I will do this.
And Velimir just starts to creep stealthily. I'm not in combat, so I guess I'm just walking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You tracking me? You tracking my route here?
I see you. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So you're moving like quietly, sort of from spot where you can crouch down to spot where you can crouch, moving around the moving around the area. You don't see any windows on the front of the house. The front of the house is mostly just like wood and stone. You do remember when you were inside though, seeing windows on the sides of the house outside the gate. You can also like peer
right here
through the front door. Now, so this whole front wall is like solid, but like you're just gonna see a ping in the dark. But like over here and over here, you saw. So you can go around the outside and peer in. So like if you're there, you can see. You might be able to see through. So you peer in, and from here you can see that that room with the two beds. There's blood sort of splashed on the floor. You can see the archway where Baron's body last was, and instead of seeing like a body or anything, I think you just see like a wet drag mark that goes like back into the darkness in the dining room. Just this big smear of dark blood on the floor.
Jesus.
Yeah, like his body was dragged somewhere.
Velmir's in the back here.
Yeah, so you go around the outside of the house. Okay. Yeah, so the back of the house, there are windows there as well. You can see into the like the kitchen. So there's a smaller table, looks like a sort of servant's table, and there are pantries. The pantries are open, and there's like food and spices and stuff thrown all over the place, like just dragged onto the floor. The stove is obviously like unlit, just sitting quietly, but the room's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see Baron's body at all?
No, nothing in that room.
The only other room is what? Left. I don't remember.
Yeah, if you go all the way around the outside of the room, yeah, you can kind of peer through. So you can see, and I'll move you into the room so you can actually see it. But yeah, you can see this room. It looks like a lounge room. Like it's got a bunch of like overstuffed pillows in each corner, and there is a like some kind of like musical instrument, like a big sort of bowl-shaped thing with a long neck and some strings on it, sitting in one corner. There's some art hanging on the walls, more of these sort of large like woven tapestries of like farmland and hillsides. They look like of fairly high quality, kind of expensive, but yeah, you don't see any evidence of Baron's body in this room.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Do I see any coins that might have dropped out of his pockets?
No, there's no bloody stain on the floor, no like streak or anything.
So
he wasn't dragged through here.
Presumably looked into every single room of this house and he does not see Baron.
No, yeah, but the only room you haven't seen is the dining room, which is in the middle of the house, so it has no windows attached to it.
Right. Velmir's just going to go all the way around and
come back around to the courtyard. Okay. Do you meet up with Zafira and let her know?
I circled all the way around the house. Baron's body has been moved, dragged probably by... I do not think the shadows would do this. They're more about sucking the life out of them where they lay. Perhaps the abomination that was feasting on the rat before. I cannot see into the dining room without going in. Do you wish to join me?
If I go in, I need light. I feel like that would attract attention the second we walk over there. The second I light up a torch.
Very well. You would hear a large noise. A yell if I need help at all. It is up to you if you come. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. And then I'd go.
Velmir creeps again into the house. Right.
Okay.
So what does he see? Nothing? Nothing in here?
Give me 1 second. I'm just
Rolling some stuff.
rolling some stuff.
For no reason at all.
No reason whatsoever. Can you make a perception check at disadvantage, please?
Okay.
Thanks.
You have inspiration. You could cancel it.
That's true.
Then you just take the first one.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. Inspiration gone.
Okay, so use your inspiration.
Or perception. Is that what it is?
Yes, please.
Stop sounding so excited.
Just like Dungeons and Dragons. All right, you got 19. Cool. That's one less than that D20 I rolled for no reason at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So at that corner, when you peer into the room, and your stealth was 23, right?
20. You can see it above. Yeah, I was 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay. So what you see does not spot you. So in the room, sitting in the remember I described how that chair seemed to be used as it was the only used chair at the table.
Yeah.
So sitting in that chair, and I guess like it's not sitting like normal people sit in the chair. It's like it's got its feet on the chair, but it's like knees up on the table, so it's all hunched over, but it's sort of crouching on the chair. You see the ghoul. You see the old man, and his beard and his face and like the whole front of his chest, both arms up to the elbow, are just drenched with blood. His stomach is like distended. Like he's sort of like round in the middle. Yeah. There's a huge drag mark to his right, all the way from the other room, and then to the edge of the table, where he's dragged Baron's body up onto the table. So Baron's body is lying with his like head sort of lolling off the table and both arms hanging off, and his whole like the middle of him is just cracked open like a lobster, and all of his innards are just missing. Like he's just hollow. There's bits of his armor sort of scattered on the floor. His shield like dented and bloody, lying on the ground. Temperance's symbol marred by a bloody handprint. And the old man is just like picking off pieces of Baron's body and like shoving them into his mouth. The whole room just like reeks of organ and death.
Rub it in, Adam. Rub it in.
Oh, the ghoul.
Yeah, quiet, Baron, you're dead.
The old man does not.
Dipping a bit of your rib into some bile for seasoning, for some sauce.
Yeah, the creature does not seem to notice you.
Good. That's all I see, though. Just that creature.
Yeah.
All right. What do I know of this? Is this the same sort of like abominations that we fought in that other town where they just?
No, there's something very different about this creature. It's much smarter, and seems more like agile. It doesn't shamble so much as caper.
Okay. Velimir has a choice. Attack alone? Probably not a good idea. So he's going to go back to Zephyra and inform him.
You're not going to like what you see, but you're a soldier. Baron's body is ripped apart and the beast is feasting on it. I would attack it on my own. But two is better than one. And I'd rather not die today. These are different creatures than what we faced in that town that was lost. Are you willing to come and fight?
You left his body there? I cannot go inside. I will have to bring a torch. Who knows what else will see me? I can simply walk in with you, but we may attract others.
At the very least, wait by the entrance. I will try my best to stealth attack it.
Fair enough.
I am presenting options in front of you. Would you prefer to not have information?
I would prefer if Baron was alive. Then I kind of just like walk off towards the front door.
Fair.
Yes, let's dwell on things that cannot happen. That is smart.
Yeah, so I just start. Do I need to make a stealth roll before I move?
It depends on where you're going.
Going like right here.
No, anywhere outside, you don't have to worry about it. But once you go inside, that's yeah.
Yeah, I just want to wait right here.
Okay.
All right. Velimir is going to creep up behind it and stealth attack it with.
All right, so you're like creeping into the room, and there's just this sound of like, I think we see like out of focus. We're focused on you, but in the background we see the thing, like grab one of Baron's ribs with both hands and kind of like wrench it back and forth till it breaks, and then start like trying to like suck the marrow out of it. It's got this like long tongue that it's like probing the broken bone with. And you're like slowly creeping up towards it with your swords, both your swords out.
Velimir's thinking as he's creeping.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking and creeping. No, Velimir's going to keep distance.
Okay, so please.
Basically, he walks forward and he like steps a foot out and he's like, this doesn't make sense. He's sitting right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Velimir basically is peeking out from here from cover, and he's going to fire a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
At the creature's head.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can go ahead and make your attack. You can say hello to the creature.
Have I checked perception of this room yet? Have I tried to look at it a little more?
Yeah, that was the 10 that you got earlier.
Okay.
The disadvantaged one that I asked you for.
Can I check again? Now that I've moved closer?
Yeah, but you'll have to recheck stealth.
Fuck that shit. All right, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Sure. Okay. So like raise your crossbow slowly. We see the crossbow go out of focus and the hideous creature chewing on Baron's body go into focus. And then you squeeze the trigger.
Nope.
Yeah, you got 17, so that hits. You get your sneak attack on the thing. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 damage.
Nice. Okay. So I think we snapped to Zafira. Like when we see you pull the trigger, we snapped to Zafira, and Zafira, you hear this like high-pitched, like pained wail from inside. It's definitely not Velimir making that noise.
But it was pretty loud.
The thing, it shrieks because it just gets shot with a crossbow bolt, and it shrieks in pain and anger.
If it was pretty loud, I want to go over and grab this torch or sconce or whatever the fuck this is right here. Can I detach that?
Yeah, you can go over and do that.
Yeah, I want to detach that and just walk in.
So before any of that happens, though, Velimir, so you fire your crossbow bolt. It looks up and shrieks at you, and like bits of Baron fall from its teeth. But it gets all blurry because a shadow forms in front of you.
Of course.
And yeah, it looks vaguely like your friend Baron. It's a little shorter than you, broader than the other shadows that we saw. It has a long sort of like beard of tendrils coming down from its face. But it has the same long shadowy claws that it reaches out from the darkness as if to embrace you one last time. And so the shade of Baron takes a swing at you.
What's your AC, Max?
See if he gets a hold of you. He does. So
super.
Shadow Baron gets a 14 as he digs his claws into your chest and does you 11 necrotic damage.
I'm down.
Max is unconscious.
It's cool. I wanted to finish the job anyway. You lose 3 strength.
So let me.
I think
Baron
you're at
rolled
10.
3. Okay. Was that to dictate that it took 3 hours?
It took 3 hours. Yep. Yeah.
And are you speeding forward time because you said it was about 2 or so hours?
No, it's fine. This is Baron Shadow.
It's fine. I'm the GM. Shut up.
The time that it took you to get here was enough time because there was the rest and the conversations. So yeah, it's enough time. Had you not taken the short rest, yeah, he would have been gone. Or I guess if Baron had rolled a 4. Point being, so I think that this thing as it like wraps its arms around you, we hear it hissing your name. We hear like Velimir, and then you get dragged to the ground with the creature atop you.
Do I hear like a death shriek?
Yeah. What does Velimir? Do you say anything or do anything as you?
Oh fuck!
Pretty much.
As you topple to the ground.
No.
Okay. Yes, there is a shout of panic. So you're over here, I guess, Zafira?
Yep.
You wanted to grab that lantern?
I grabbed the torch.
Okay, let me just move it to the token layer so I can move it around. Okay.
Well, I sent the soldier in, so I think bound by duty, I rush in. Or at least, what do I see right here when I grab that torch and look back at the door?
You can see Velimir. You can see Velimir lying on the ground with Baron's shadow, basically on top of him, feasting on his glowing innards.
Let me look to see when I get. Is levitate long rest?
I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Pretty sure it is.
Fuck, I didn't write it down. I think it's long rest, so I don't have levitate.
I've still got the thing open here. You can cast levitate. Every long rest.
Okay, so I don't have levitate. Well, I'm bound by duty, and I'm the final remaining member, so I want to go attack this thing.
Hear that, Velimir? Final remaining member. You're written off already.
Did that fucking creature die? By the way.
No, but it's pretty badly wounded.
Okay.
Let's roll. Let's all roll initiative because the order in which this stuff occurs is super
trivial.
important.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get y'all to roll.
11.
All right, and I got an 8 and 11. So it'll be Zafira, and then the Shadow, and then Velmir, and then the Withered Old Man.
The Ghoul.
So, Zafira, what do you want to do?
I will rage first off.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run. Can I run on top of? Like,
yes, you can stand astride Velmir's body if
I
you.
wonder if it was levitated. Would it go through the? Just as a matter, would it go through the ceiling?
Yeah, you could jam it through the cracks in the ceiling if you push hard enough.
It's like a shadow creature.
That'd be fun. Actually, I don't. I think levitate has a restriction. Anyways, I think there's a restriction to it.
Shut up, Gassy.
Okay. Now hold on. You've got. Are you? Did you drop the lantern or do you bring it in with you?
Where do we know where? I don't know where Baron's body is. Max told, or Velimir told me where Max is. Sorry, Velimir told me where Baron's body was. Right, and it was over here.
It's a dining room table.
No, it's on the table.
On the table.
Oh, so it's right in front of us.
Yeah, it's just lying. The ghoul has dragged him up on the table and served him up
like a lobster at your local Red Lobster or seafood joint.
Okay, let me think here.
feasting on his sweetbreads.
Yeah. I fully expect to die right now.
Can I throw the lantern and have it break for damage at this creature right here?
So the keep in mind, so when we talk about like lanterns, it's not like a metal or glass like lantern. The lanterns in this town are like candles inside a big paper ball. They're not. They're like
so it's not going to catch on fire.
Chinese lanterns, not like ship lanterns or anything. Yeah, I mean, if you knock the candle out of its little holster, it'll fall and light the lantern on fire. But the lantern's made out of paper. If you can't really throw it, it's like beach ball size. You get up in one.
Could I set it down on the ground and draw a weapon, and that would be my action for this turn?
You can you can move and then because picking things up and putting things down is part of moving. So yeah, you can do that. You can set it down here and draw a weapon if you don't do anything else.
I mean that thing's I want to do that because that thing's still going to attack Velimir, so that's fine. Because I mean, the likelihood is very low of him dying this round.
Okay, so you set the lantern down there and it illuminates the room for you. Yeah, so you can see the creature and everything. All right, so the shadow will continue to strength drain Velimir.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit. It doesn't hit a guy. Missed by one, Velimir. So it is still draining you, but it doesn't affect a save or anything. So now you got to make a death save.
Okay. Do death save.
Ooh.
One failure.
That's one. All right.
So it could potentially kill me the next time it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could.
Gotta get its attention.
Sorry, Zafir, I'm just moving you for a second because I want to see if the
Sure. You do have advantage, by the way, Max, but you could save it, I guess.
Yeah, you have inspiration.
Or inspiration.
No, I think I used it already, didn't I?
No, you opted not to after your DRP back in the.
Yeah, you've still got it.
No.
Oh no, wait, you don't. You used it on your on an earlier roll. Yeah.
Okay, that's right. You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
That's funny too. Thinking back then too, I was like, I should probably save this, but who knows what could happen? And in the end, it didn't matter. Such as D&D.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. But he would have had advantage. That would have been a hit on you. You'd be dead had I remembered. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll just
because he was already down, right?
You're already down, so he would have advantage on you. Let's split the difference. You have two failed saves instead of being actually dead. So throw one more on there.
All right.
Because that was
Think
on
about this too. What would have happened if my power actually was on that day? I'm just saying.
All right. So the ghoul, the old man, is gonna charge up and attack Zafira. So he lunges in with his claws. No dice. I'm never gonna hit anything with this ghoul. It just will never happen.
I like it. He's just like, "Ah."
He's got like a crossbow bolt sticking out of his face. Come here, you fuckers. Stupid old man. All right, Zafira, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Is the ghoul in attack range? Oh wait, no. I need to. If I don't get this thing's attention, it kills Max.
Yes, yeah. The ghoul can attack you. You can attack it. That's all. That's all fine. But you can also.
I need to kill this thing because it's still on Max, right?
Yes, it is still trying.
So basically, if I miss right here, Max is dead.
I'm dead. Yeah.
I don't have
maybe
inspiration.
if I could roll real bad on that roll.
As Velamir's 9 lives run out.
All right. I will rage and attack this thing. So that puts me at 0 rage. And here is the attack. 14 or I think it's a 14. I don't know. It's a 19. I hit.
You hit. Yep. Roll damage.
7 damage.
All right. The creature takes some damage. Yeah, and you slash through the shadow of Bairn, and it looks up as if just noticing you for the first time, and then shrieks and lunges at you with its claws. How dare you interrupt its meal?
Dan?
What? RP in the shadow.
It misses by 1. So it does not hit you. Velamir,
Yep.
you have 2 of 3 failed death saves. There is a 50-50 chance that you will expire.
10 or higher here, Max.
On this roll. Godspeed, Velamir.
All right. All right, boys. I die. It was
Cue up
fun.
Candle in the Wind, everybody.
Fuck me. God damn it. All right. Well, hang on just to do it.
Get it over. Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, Dan, why?
Oh,
Dude, what is with the ones on the death
we
saves?
both died on once. Holy crap!
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Wow.
oh no.
Y'all knew what happened. Velamir's luck would eventually run out. Zafira, get the fuck out of there.
So Zafira,
Farewell.
Get the fuck out!
get the fuck out of here. Pork chop sandwiches, Zafira. So
Pork chop sandwiches.
the ghoul unleashes its claws upon you, Zafira.
Bring it.
Still nothing. All right, I got a 1. All right, so Zafira, you can go.
I want to attack that fucking ghoul and kill him.
You want to attack the ghoul? Okay, do it.
21.
Nice. Yes, you hit.
9 damage.
For 9. Okay. Let's see. Almost there. It's not dead. I think you like sever an arm or something, and there's like a gout of blood. No, you know what? You lash out to attack it. It tries to jump back. You hit it in the stomach, and you like cut its stomach open, and just like Baron's entrails just pour out onto the floor, all over Velamir, I guess.
Fantastic.
And the thing like grabs its chest and hisses at you angrily and tries to like stuff its food back in. The shadow attacks you.
23. It's a hit.
23. You take 12. And you lose 3 strength.
All right.
I can remove Velamir from the order. The ghoul lunges at you. Misses. I guess 16. It is your turn.
We'll try to kill the ghoul.
Okay.
21. 7.
7 damage. Yes, you kill the thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it throws itself against you, hissing and shrieking, clawing at your shield. And how do you kill it? What's the finishing blow look like on this creature?
I think I just basically like uppercut it with the scimitar, so it just goes like right through his jaw, and then I just pull the scimitar towards me.
Slice its head.
Cut its head in half.
Yeah, you cut it kind of in half, and his jaw and part of his face tumbles to the ground, and the thing slips in the blood and falls over backwards, twitches a couple of times, and then dies. Do you want to do anything with your move?
No, I don't want to take the attack of opportunity. I'll just chill.
Okay. All right. So the shadow attacks. I got a 14. So it misses. Baron is trying to drag you to hell with him, and it's not going very
I'm just like, Baron, stop it.
I'm whispering TPK. TPK.
So the shadow hurling itself against your shield, desperate to feed on your life force. It is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Those guys are 100 yards out, right?
They're a ways back. Yep.
I think I just keep fighting. I mean, if I disengage, he's going to get a free attack, so I'd rather attack it and have the chance of killing him.
Sure.
That's at least my...
You have higher AC than Velimir. So
Yeah.
did everything in the world.
Yeah.
That's
I
not even
think
remotely true. 14 AC is perfectly respectable.
It was
Most
13 for most of it, okay?
true. Fair.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
Come on.
5 damage, not much.
Okay.
Lowest possible damage, but it's still damage.
So yeah, you're slashing away at it. There's this creature just trying to like get as close to you as possible and feed off you, and you're still cutting away at it. But it's still got some power, so it's going to attack you. It's going to get a 19. It's going to deal you 11 necrotic damage,
That's the TPK.
and you're going to take 3 points of strength damage. And Baron has his revenge from beyond the grave.
What's your health?
Oh, I'm
As
dead.
his-
I had 5
as-
left.
As his shadow drags you to the floor, and lying next to Velimir. I think we get the camera falling thing where we see from your perspective, and the camera like hits the floor, and you're just like staring into Velimir's dead eyes as the shadow begins to drain your life force, and we just hear Baron's ghost whispering like Saphira as it pulls your soul out of your body to make more of its kind.
That town sucked.
He's not
Yeah.
so bad.
This town's been nothing but a piece of shit the whole time we've been
We
there.
should have just fucking said, fuck
Burn
y'all.
it down.
You got
You
some
guys,
fucking roach problems. We out. Peace. We're going to go kill some kobolds.
So you guys want to play necromancers now?
Yeah. Can we be the kobolds now?
I'm already telling you right now, just a hint to my next character. If he's a part of the Court of Swords, he doesn't give a fuck. I already wanted to play a character like that. He does not give a fuck.
Yeah, I think we'll figure that out, but I mean, I can't change the show name, so.
Yeah, I mean, the Court of Swords is still the most powerful and most important like entity in the world, and the game's kind of overarching plot will always revolve around it. But yeah, whether you continue to play magistrates, servants of the court, or some other different thing in the same world, we can figure that out.
That's true. We're right at the end of the hour, so let's do some shout outs. I won't reveal Dan's new character's name. Hey, we could also still do a post recap because you have to go pretty
Like,
soon.
can do the
got a little
recap,
extra time, so
Yeah.
we'll do the recap.
Cool. All right, well, let's do some shout outs and call it a show. Max, we'll start with you.
GassyMexican, otherwise known as Velimir the Dead. Super fun playing that character, but he had low AC. He went down a lot. I had fun with him. I think this was actually a pretty good last episode for him to go out on. A lot of cool stuff happened. But yeah, I stream on Twitch. I do YouTube, GassyMexican on everything. You can follow me on Twitter, also GassyMexican. I will be doing a show in a few hours later called Fucked Up Friday. We have guests Ezekiel the Third and Curvy Llama, and then it's Eat My Diction and myself. We're going to be playing a bunch of different games. Some Disc Jam, that game I think that I mentioned earlier. We're going to start with that.
Nice.
Yeah, super fun show. Thank you so much for killing me, Adam. We all knew it was going to happen probably eventually. And yeah, that's all. We'll see. I'm excited about the new character, though. I'm really excited about making a new character, even though it sucks to be level 1 again. But yeah, such is D&D, right?
Yeah. I need to change scene, but I don't know if it's downloaded the proper thing via Google Drive. So I'm kind of just hanging out right now.
All right. Also, I am learning the flute. So if you guys want to check out my adventures on
sweet.
I'm not learning the flute.
I love the flute.
All right, we're good. Max, no one
All right,
cares
cool.
about your flute. Dan's Gaming, Mr. Baron. I'm sorry you only got to do your accent for one show. I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst part. He's like, hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I died right away. But I got a cool voice for the next character, so don't worry.
There you go.
Uh,
It's just
hi,
the
I'm-
same voice.
I'm DansGaming on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everything's DansGaming. Variety streamer, been streaming for about 6 years. Getting ready for Horror Month, which is very soon, which is a 31-day marathon of horror games that starts on October 1st. Currently streaming, I'll be streaming Rainbow Six Siege tonight at around 6 p.m. if you're interested in that. And thank you, Adam, for murdering my character and then describing in vicious detail about how I'm be strewn all across the table. My guts are poured everywhere. That was great. Thanks, Gassy, for being here and dying as well. And thank you, JP, for dying. So I didn't die alone. We all get to remake your characters together.
There you go.
I'll see you guys next time.
Fantastic stuff. And last but not least, Adam, some shout outs, sir.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for everybody coming and witnessing the live evisceration of the party. I need a cigarette. I'm gonna go have a cigarette or try to wash the blood off my hands. Let's not kid ourselves. The blood will never come out. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll get to see what kind of characters we have on Quota Swords next time. But yeah, thanks to everybody for playing. I want to say I'm sorry for killing you, but I'm not sorry.
You're not sorry.
You knew what this was.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for playing with me, nonetheless. You can follow me on Twitter, skinnyghost. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Adam Coble. Make sure to either throw me a follow on there or check out my website because I'm doing a bunch of panels at TwitchCon, and because it's TwitchCon, they're all getting streamed. Thank God for that, so people can stop asking me about it. They're going to be pretty cool, so definitely check those out. We got our roleplay one too. We're going to get all the Balance of Power folks together, and that'll be real fun. So that's what I'm up to in the next little while. I guess we'll play Court of Swords again on Tuesday.
Yeah, we should be back Tuesday. I don't see why we wouldn't. So
yeah, I'll try to figure that stuff out. We'll
Yeah,
let
we'll
everybody
figure it out. We still got a good another part of the week, or I guess part of the weekend.
yeah,
We got Monday in the weekend.
yeah.
Oh, and we've got a light side episode this weekend too. So
Yeah,
we'll-
light side
be
is
back
tomorrow,
Yeah.
4 o'clock Eastern. So if you want to watch some more Balance Power light side, then there you go. Check us out, 4 Eastern. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go do our post episode recap. If you want to watch that, it's over on patreon.com/roleplay. It's a single $1 to buy into that. And that's where we're going to go. Thanks, everyone, for watching. It's a 3-hour episode because we all died. We're literally dead. So we can't continue the show. Me and Max might do Patreon character creation videos. We might just do them all. We'll see. We'll figure that out.
We'll see if time allows us to. Yeah, we can do it. But I know it's like everyone's kind of in crunch mode before TwitchCon and all that. If we can make it happen, we will.
Yeah. So that's it. We're out. See you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.